Man, got around. OG Silverback here. And today, guys, I'm starting to feel my victory and glory coming back. So today, I'm going to have some stories of victory and glory. The victory of understanding, dude. Like, if you give in to a situation that you know is wrong, dude, then there's going to be no glory for you because you know right from wrong, dude. And you find yourself in a situation where you see people doing things that you don't agree with, but you're going to make up a story like when in Rome, do what the Romans do, then, dude, you don't have a backbone or you don't have a moral compass, man. So there's no glory for you. So without further ado, I want to get into the topic of today's video, which is going to be very thought-provoking and mind-expanding and open you guys up to a whole nother world of understanding, man. So maybe you'll correct your foolish behavior, man, and fly the straight and narrow. The topic of today's video, guys, is men who do gay for stay in prison go gay all the way when released to the streets. And this here, man, I'm going to try to make this a short video, but this is a really deep, complicated situation because you guys always come on here talking about, oh, gee, all you talk about is man butt and man love, and you undercover gay come out the closet and all that. OG was traumatized, his butt cheeks was taken. Okay. You know what? You guys make me laugh. I remember when I was first on YouTube, the trolls used to bother me. Why? I'm between 6'2" and 6'3", and my weight is now fluctuating between, let's just say, 220 and 280, just depending, man, on how my back feels, dude, and my knees. I'm getting old. I got arthritis. I have most of the major bones in my body broken, dude. It's just aging is not for the weak, man, or the faint of heart. So it just depends. Sometimes I can get a lot of cardio, martial arts in. Other times, man, whatever's going on with my body, I don't get a lot of cardio in, but I still do a lot of like body weight exercises, weight training. And I got the kind of genetics, the Afro-Latino, that if I don't do cardio regularly, like at least 3 days a week minimum, my weight goes up even if I eat clean and I do body weight exercises and I punch and kick and all that and I lift weights. It's just the way I'm built, man. I don't know if it's the years of steroid abuse, man, or the years of, eating 10,000 calories a day to become a 340-pound champion. I don't know. But I just know my weight goes up and down, man. So why that's important to this video, I know that even if I can't do cardio, it's my moral compass that I must eat clean because there's a history of diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and strokes and heart attacks in my family, dude, on both sides. So my moral compass says to me, even if I can't run or walk or ride a bike or swim, I have to eat clean and try to make up for it in body weight exercise and do a lot of striking, punching, and kicking to get some cardio that way until my knees or lower back recuperate to allow me to walk or jog or ride a bike, or do some elliptical. So how that ties into today's video, guys, is this, man. I'm gonna stay away from the prison grape thing because a lot of you guys are so sensitive and soft, man. You baby boys, man. You need to like learn how to get a cast iron stomach and to man up and quit being a soft bitch warmer boy, a baby boy, soy boy, mangina, dude. Let your nuts hang, grow a pair of hog nuts, man. Quit having raisin nuts, dude. The fact of the matter is, in maximum security prison, dude, it's rampant homosexuality. So what it comes down to is your moral compass as a man, as a person, as an individual. And I'm not here to judge gay people or homosexual people or LBGTQPYXZ. Man, do you, baby. All I'm saying is, and this is the crux of this video, what chaps my hide is you guys in prison talking about you live by a certain moral code, like, oh, chomos is bad, man, and grapists is bad, right? all this kind of stuff. Be a man of your word, you know. Stand on business. But these the same cats, man, go in there and maybe they're bi-curious, dude, or they got a little sugar in their tank, but, you know, because of their familial obligations and their hood and the way they're looked up to by their homeboys, they portray this macho image, you know. And I'm not saying gay dudes can't be macho. What I'm saying is they portray this stand-up guy. When I say a stand-up guy, I'm talking about societal norms, not our changing society of LGBTQ and gender fluidity and non-binary and identify as a puppy or identify as a goldfish, you know, all this kind of stuff. I'm talking about old school stuff. If you was born and you got a snake that hangs down and two bows that swing next to it, you're a man, dude. And old school being a man is you would procreate with a woman. That's what sexual intercourse is for, is to pass on your gene pool, to protect your woman while she's impregnated, to help your gene pool to grow up and have a better life than you had, and to give back to society by creating smaller junior versions of yourself to go out into society and contribute to society and make society a better place. That's the old school morals. The new school morals is if it feels good, do it. And I don't have a problem with that, but what I got a problem with, dude, is when you deceive people. So what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to be YouTube friendly and also not offend anybody. But when it comes down to my book, not just my book, but the book of morals, philosophy, stoicism, doing what's right by other people. If you're taking your baloney pony, your wiener, your sausage, whatever, you put it in another grown, funky man's butt with the feces and diseases and bacteria with no condoms on, and then you're coming out on the street and you're faking the funk. You acting like you a straight dude. And some of these dudes, man, these gay for the stay dudes, I've noticed that most of them, dude, are really masculine, savage type dudes. I was surprised, man. Some guys I used to look up to on the street that I thought was heavy hitters and murderers and savages and beasts and just, you know, alpha males, man about towns. I'm not saying all of them, but 95% of them, when we got to maximum security prison, they was going balls deep in dudes' buttholes talking about Alabama and Oklahoma. Like that. Eyes rolling in the back of their head, toes curled and shit, bro. Salivating. I'm like, what the fuck, convulsing? And then I see the dude on the weight pound. A lot of these dudes was hitting like 8, 9, 10 quarters, man. Swole dudes, 26-inch arms, big specimens. I'm like, yo, dog, because I was swole back when I was in prison. I was, back then I was 6'4", 340. And I had 26.5-inch arms, man. No, that's not true. I had 23.5-inch arms. Sorry about that, guys. This early, I had 23.5-inch arms and 38-inch thighs, dude, and 22-inch calves. And, you know, I had a lot of respect in prison because I was a savage. I'd be like, hey, my man, like, what was that all about? Like, you going balls deep up in that boy, talking about Oklahoma and Alabama. And dudes switching around the yard, man. What's that about, man? You know what I mean? When we was on the street, man, you was a big time player. You had all these women. Hey, dog, man, what's happening, man? When I've been here, man, up in the penitentiary, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? To make my time easier, man. You know? And dude's a punk, or he's a boy, or he's a bottom boy, or he's a girl, he's my girlfriend. And I just do that when I'm in the pen. But when I'm on the street, you know, I stand on business. So being that was my first time incarcerated in maximum security prison with these so-called savages and barbarians and heavy hitters and real G's, top G's, right? When I did my 10 years and I got out, and unfortunately for me, they didn't let me parole to Los Angeles because I had a job offer with Dr. Dre to be his bodyguard. They made me parole back to Salinas, California, man, with the savages. And I seen some of the dudes, man, on the street, man, and they did have some hot girls with them, hot females, man. But the word on the street, man, when some of the little flaming gay dudes got out, who's the first person that was there to pick them up? the big swole alpha male dudes, man, the heavy hitters, man. So it seemed that I saw this pattern that the heavy hitter dudes, the ones that was just saying they was gay for the stay in maximum security prison, what came to light was they was gay all the way when they got out on the street. And I want to clarify some terms, and this is just my perspective based on my degree in psychology and specifically female psychology and criminal psychology, dude, and early childhood development. This is my belief, so just follow me, guys. And if you're not open-minded to it, just step back for a second and learn how they teach you in debating class. Like, step outside of yourself, step into the other person's shoes, and look at it from their point of view. So we want to talk about gay and bisexuality, right? It's my opinion that women can be bi, and here's why. Women have the ability to carry a child within their body if their egg is fertilized by a seed or sperm, right? And women are touchy-feely, dude. Women, if you got sisters or cousins, dude, or you got a close girlfriends, you're in the friend zone. Women have sleepovers. They do each other's toes, each other's hair, nails, dude. They hug and kiss each other a lot. They have sleepovers, dude. They crown each other's shoulders. They hug each other. They sleep together. I'm talking about like sleep in the same bed together. They cuddle up when they watch movies. They're just really emotional and sensual, touchy-feely. So it's very easy, dude. Like if you're emotionally upset, like a girl breaks up with her boyfriend and her girlfriend is consoling her and they're crying on each other's shoulders and they hugging each other. The next thing you know, they just start kissing and stuff. So it's easy for a woman to be bisexual, in my opinion. But see, here's how the metal hits the road here, guys. When you're talking about a man, and I'm gonna give you 3 different instances. So you got the big dude. There was this big dude named Big Will. There was 2 Big Wills. I knew one from Northern California and one from Central California. I don't know if they was related. I did time with them in 2 different prisons, but they had the same Cro-Magnon body, Neanderthal, like 6'6", 360 pounds, dude, just no neck, swole, dude, like amazingly swollen, no body fat, strong as hell, big ass Cro-Magnon hands, long ass fucking arms. They were savages, bro. But one thing I noticed, man, about both of the Big Wills, dude, is that they like to just like dominate the flaming gay dudes. They weren't like booty warriors. They were booty bandits. I never seen them take the dude's cheeks. I did see one Big Will from the LA Blood. He took a white dude's cheeks, but it was basically because the white dude owed him money, so he beat the fuck out of the dude and butt fucked him. I mean, I guess that was like a humiliation ritual, but you know, I don't see how you can go up in another man if you're straight, how you can have a boner. But hey, man, who am I, man? But anyway, I mostly seen them with like the bottom boy flaming homosexuals. Like you go over to, there's this dude named Laughing with Lucky, and I'm gonna put the link in his description. So the first link is this big swole dude who is backing up my story that guys that are gay first stay in prison, they're gay all the way when they get out, because he said when he got out of prison, he likes to be topped, but a lot of dudes like him to top them, and these are just straight dudes, and he just, you know, he flips and flops. But he's saying when he got out of prison, guys that get out, gay dudes, just be hitting him up all the time. And these are dudes on the street, man. These is regular heterosexual dudes on the street. They run into each other. They got the knowing wink, and they go and do their thing. These the guys that be going to bathhouses, man, and they be going to openly gay parties, man, and just like P. Diddy type of situations, right? So what I'm saying is, I noticed the Cro-Magnon alpha male Neanderthal type dudes. They got all the genetic gifts. They could have been like professional football players, professional wrestlers. They like, for some reason, they like the flaming gay dudes, and they have them as their girlfriends. They move them in their cells, dude. And every night you hear them, Oklahoma, Alabama, and you hear a little flaming gay dude, oh, give it to me, daddy, give it to me, daddy, like that. And you're like, wow, you gotta listen to that shit every fucking night. It makes you sick to your stomach. And they walk in the yard proudly, dude. Got his little gay dude got his hand in the big dude's pocket. He's walking around like, yeah. And then he's hitting 10 quarters, and he's swole, and he's putting in work. You know what I'm saying? He's making dudes pay him and stuff, pay rent. He's extorting people. You know what I mean? And there's the fear of, if you don't pay me, I'm going to do to you what I'm doing to this little bottom boy. And so, he's got a reign of terror in prison, but then when he gets out, see, this is what I'm trying to say. This is the part that gets to me. And maybe it'll get to you guys when he gets out. How do I say this? It's not just hood rat, hoochie mamas and Vario homegirls. There's even some very beautiful and successful white girls and Asian girls that have bachelor's degrees, good jobs, well-educated, come from good families. They're really good girls from societal standards, but they like bad guys, and they go for these alphas, dude. These Pookies and Ray Rays, these Fernandos and Jorge's, right? And Buffs and Biffs and Chads. They go for these dudes, the tall, muscular, handsome dudes, the savages. And these dudes have a dirty wee-wee. Like for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, they've been going balls deep in another man's anus with no condoms, dude. Spreading disease, and then when they get out, they don't tell the women that they're gay or bi. They just act like they're normal. But here's the thing. Here's the point I want to make to you. I see a lot of these dudes, and you look at the dude in the first link in my description. He's a big, swole African-American dude. And he likes to be top, meaning he likes guys to get on top of him and bust nuts up in him, right? He says it makes his prostate feel good. But here's the problem. If you're a grown man and you're going up in another grown man, you're gay, even if the dude's not going up in you, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the guys who like that type of a thing, they just like to do there's only a couple of things you can do with the gay man. You go into his mouth or you go into his butt cheeks, right? Whereas of a woman, you can do a lot of different things, but see, it's not the same. Because here's why. Most of the dudes that practice that going up in another man, they secretly in their mind want to see what it feels like to be going up in, because when they top in the bottom dude, and he's just having orgasms as well, man, and he's skeeting while the bottom dude's skeeting while the top dude's skeeting, and the bottom dude's making such pleasurable noises. The top dude's like, man, you really like that. And he's like, yeah, the prostate gland, it's euphoria, it's heaven on earth. And then the top guy, he's thinking about it, and the bottom guy goes, I'll do it for you, Dad, if you want. So then the top guy goes, just put in the tip, just the tip. And then once the little bottom dude puts the tip in and the top guy has that pleasurable orgasm, here's why bi dudes are gay, is because you can go up in another man, but only another man can go up in you. A woman can't go up in you. And when you do convince, if you find a girlfriend that's kinky enough or weird enough or perverted enough to go up in you, dude, she doesn't respect you. Like if she straps on a dildo and goes up in you, she's going to lose respect for you. It's going to be like Kanye West and P. Diddy and all these other guys. You hear the women talking about when they break up. Yeah, I used to put on a dildo and ride him, and they lose respect for you. So that's what I'm saying. Guys, man, who are gay for a stay, go gay all the way once they get released from prison. Once you open that Pandora's box, dude, and you cross over into the dark side, there's no coming back. And that's why I tell you youngsters, man, cease and desist your criminal behavior. Because once you go into maximum security prison, you're exposed to the perversion and the demonic sodomites, dude. The dementia, dude. The psychosis. The sociopaths. You'll never be the same, dude. And for those of you who keep having that question, that my cheeks get busted, that I participate, all this weird soft city boy stuff you doing, you little soft soy boys. Man, I had a different moral compass, dude. I had shot. I don't want to. I don't want to self-incriminate myself here on YouTube, but I've shot so many people that were gang affiliated, dude. Some were unalive, some were crippled, some were not, some were wounded. But all of them had in common, they all had homeboys and family members and loved ones who put a price on my head. So when I went behind the walls and there was no more machine guns and grenades, dude, and mortars and stuff, and automatic shotguns and all that stuff, dude. I didn't have that to protect me being a one-man army. I had to rely on myself, and this is not a Bruce Lee movie. This is not some fiction fantasy. This is real life. I don't care how bad you are, how many martial arts skills you got, how savage you are, how much of a barbarian you are, dude. There's always somebody bigger, stronger, faster, meaner, crazier. And if you're one man, dude, there's no way you can beat 5, 6 dudes, man. You're lucky if you can beat 2 dudes. You're lucky if you can beat 1 big dude. I've been very fortunate. But I made a pact with Almighty God, you know, the Heavenly Father, dude, the source. And the prayer I said to him was, now that I'm within the belly of the beast, going into the lion's den, I pray that I will be a righteous, upright man. I will not touch myself, defile myself. I will not participate in homosexual behavior. I will not look at porn. I will not watch TV. I will not drink or use drugs or gamble. If you would give me the strength of Samson to smite down my enemies. And this is the pact I make to you, Heavenly Father. And so whether it was, what is it called, man? A placebo effect or psychosomatics or whatever it was, dude. Psycho-cybernetics, whatever it was. I believe wholeheartedly in my heart and soul, to the very fiber of my being, that the Almighty Father would protect me and give me the strength of Samson to smite down my enemies if I did not defile myself. And so that's why I was not tempted, dude. I was not enticed. I was not intrigued. I was not entertained. I was not curious about the transvestites, the transgenders, and the flaming gay dudes that looked like women in there, and to be part of that. So I very seriously doubt there's anybody out there who's got the same moral compass I had, because I had my back against the wall. I had armies against me, and I needed a higher power to protect me so I can come out alive and tell you guys the tell. This is a precautionary tale for you youngsters, man. Your OG homies are not what you think they are. Even your young homies that been to the pen, they're not what you think they are. And if you haven't been to the pen, I'm talking about the real pen, maximum security prison, man. Don't listen to their bullshit, man. Look at the links in the description I'm going to have for you, the first link and the second link, dude. And look at my comments, man. Look at the people that did time with me, man. I'm trying to tell you, dude, this is not a myth. This is not a fantasy. It's blatant homosexuality, man. When you come up in there, my friend, you will be the prey, because they know your cheeks have not been violated. And in order for you to be part of the brotherhood, you're going to have to get love from the homies, man. If you like the realness and the rawness of the video, thumbs up the video, man. Leave a comment for the algorithm. Most importantly, if you're new to the channel, man, subscribe, man. I see a lot of you guys commenting or subscribe. Let's grow the channel so I can grow the message, get it out there. Let's help the youngsters, man. It's the lost generation, man. Because, dude, what we have to do, it takes a village to raise a man. And without us doing their part, you're going to have nothing but horny boys with their butt cheeks split open. And they're going to be on the bottom biting pillows as dudes is busting nuts deep up in them. So until next time, OG Silverback out.